question of whether he's actually really letting himself go, or whether he actually just bowls just a little bit within himself, which gives you the control without losing a great deal. Let's see. Left arm over the wicket, and he bowls, and it's clipped away by Ryan Patel into the leg side. And a little bit like Haris Rauf, and this is the first time I've watched him live, given he's played very little in England before at county level. A little bit like Haris Rauf, a lot of the pace looks as if it comes from the shoulder.
Yeah, it's a languid approach to the crease,
it's a reasonable approach, but then the whip really comes in. That's a nice delivery, not well directed outside the off stump and left by Patel. So he got 100 in the win against Somerset.
Yeah, he likes playing against Somerset. He took 6 for 5 against them with the ball a few years ago in 2018, with 5 wickets and 11 balls, which just transformed the whole game. So he does like Somerset fans will be sick of the sight of Ryan Patel.
Yeah, I'll say they're at top of the table at the moment, and here's Mohammed Amir into bowl to him, and that's all off the little bit of not a jumpy defence, if you like, but just made him play it down into the gully, where it's fielded by Tom Lace, who's in there under the cap. Almost universally, I don't see anybody without a sweater. James Bracey's sweater it's definitely been on the white setting. the others are rather more cream, aren't they? But Bracey's definitely on the white setting. Here is Amir, just on the hip of Patel, and he gets Surrey away with a single down to long leg in front of the sprinkling of spectators in that corner of the stand. People generally on the first day will filter in. Quite a good number in the pavilion on the seats in the top tier. Always a good vantage point from up there. And now Burns will take strike. Now I wonder what's he taking there. I wonder. It might be.
It looks like he's on off stump.
Well, I was going to say it might be middle and off if it's not off. Let's just see when the umpire stands back. We might get a better idea about where Burns is making that mark. He might well be on off stump there, you know. So 3 slips on a gully for Mohammed Amir, and interesting to see how Graham Van Buren uses his new signing. Here he is. Well, again, that's fired a little bit on the leg stump, and that's clipped away. Outfield to be pretty quick. We haven't had any rain in Bristol lately, and that's gone for 4. And a lot of places in and around the country, whether you're in Filton or indeed in Florida for that matter. No, more in Filton probably. We've got a better idea what's happening in Filton. It's been very dry of late. I know I mowed the lawn yesterday, and it was very, very dry. And that literally raced across the outfield to the deep square leg boundary.
Yeah, similar story in the southeast as well. So from Hallfield to Hawley, we're we're having a dry April.
Yeah. Sorry, 5 without loss. Mohammed Amir in. That's a better line, and taken by Bracey. So it is through his first over. And we'll bring you that during this over from Ryan Higgins.
Yeah. Higgins, just a single. Yes, captain, I think.
Is to who the head.
And that's one
of the guard he takes, isn't it? He's by half
series in South Africa though, due to here with the Yorkshire game. Welcome back to the Gloucestershire stream. Numbers going around streams around the county's been absolute.
Of that was because on the 4th afternoon it was, I think there may have been 2 games in progress at that stage, but you know.
And 2, yeah, there are a number of reasons that I think first, I think it's the strong Pakistanis and Australians mainly.
Fielded by Matt Taylor. Yeah, I mean, I have to say, our colleagues at Lancashire do, just as good a job as James does here for us, and credit to all the media sides who put together what is effectively a TV service that you might expect from a well-resourced TV company. Here is Mohammed Amir once more from the Ashley Down Road end, and played again by Patel out onto the onside. David Payne's been busy in the game, fielding wise. He's had quite a lot coming his way at mid-on with these two left-handers in. Mohammed Amir at the minute, it's a little bit both sides of the wicket, but he's got to just go and straighten that line up, and Graham Van Buren's just having a chat with him from mid-off.
He'll be itching to get his season going, won't he, David Payne?
They will be, absolutely. Very much a bowler of rhythm. And here's Mohammed Amir, and that's a bit better line and squirted away for a well-judged single, actually. Van Buren had ground to make up on the offside. And you know, Surrey will know, having played here last year and lost when they were defending 227, 228 to win as it was on that occasion on the last day, that the pitch does flatten out here, and that is why first innings runs are important. And there's nothing to suggest from their record so far this season that they couldn't get a good first innings score.
Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of juice in it. It looks green, but it's looked like that in a number of games at Bristol, and it always plays very well.
Mohammed Amir in on that's reasonable bounce through to James Bracey. A little bit wide, probably fifth stump that was, so it was one that could be left. But you know, if you look at Surrey's record so far at Edgbaston in the opening match, they got 428 for 8 declared first time round, albeit Ben Foakes got 100 in that game and he's not playing today. Then they got 467 against Hampshire at the Oval. Ollie Pope got 100 there, and 308 first time against Somerset at the Oval, but they bowled well in the Somerset second innings that left them a gettable target. Again, outside the off stump from Mohammed Amir, and let go through to Bracey. So Burns has 4, Patel has 3, as you can see at the bottom of your card. Those are the core details. And if you want more information about Gloucestershire cricket, then don't. So a couple.
He claims he's an Arsenal. Works around that front. Looks a solid bat. Patel looks well organised and seems to know where his off stump is as well.
Yes, I mean he led the chase on the 4th day of that Somerset win. Don't forget that our eaters, and hopefully you can, whether you're in Surrey or in Gloucestershire, you can be with us for this game. Well, let's let go by Rory Burns. It was a good leave, as you'd say, as opposed to
yeah.
a bad leave.
That's a very good leave.
He knew where his off stump was there. Donning in a sleeveless sweater, Mohammed Amir. So it's a brisk approach, and then the real energy comes from the delivery, and that may have just... was that drop short? It's Miles Hammond at first slip. Might have another look at that. Burns, everyone's got his hands in his pockets there, but Burns nicking it. You know, that's one where he's just not got his fingers right under the ball.
It's carried. He's very deep there at first slip. He's a long way back. I know Mohammed Amir is quick, but he's a long way back. And there was real carry in this wicket here at Bristol, wasn't there, in the game against Yorkshire?
Matt Fisher found it, certainly, and
that would have been ideal for Gloucestershire, though.
Yeah, it was one of those ones which, I say, he was obviously coming slightly forward and to his right. I wonder if there's a chance to have a look at that again at the end of the over. Whether James can get that clip. Has to have another look.
That's what you want, though. The Surrey skipper back in the hutch 20 minutes in is, you know, the ideal scenario, isn't it?
Very much. There wasn't a lot of disappointment. The guy who...
I thought it carried.
Up from... Higgins returns. Here is Amir, though, from the Ashley Down Road end. And fires that in, and it's...
Taking Matt Fisher there. He won the National League. 150 and 50 in the.
Look late. A hair flopping comes in. What's a nice delivery? That's where you want to find it. He's been a little bit perhaps leg side if anything, but that was the he's at, and you know that 15 love to the bowler, so to speak. Amir again. Oh, beats Burns this time.
That one went the other way.
Yeah, that was on the thigh to a rhythm. The threat success and
come on to that. I'll come on to that at the end of the over.
Burns again in his so far what's been noticeable, making it interesting on the last day. Here is Mohammad Amir again. Oh, that's a Yorker and dug out by Patel. Great delivery.